You know, we're all kind of playing a game, but here's the thing. Most of us have never actually read the rules. Every single day, we're dealing with these huge institutions. Our banks, the tech companies we use, government agencies, and they all have their own hidden, super complex rulebooks that honestly have a massive impact on our lives. So let's just ask it straight up. Who is writing these rules? Because it's not just the people we vote for. It's companies like Google, it's giant banks, it's agencies like the IRS. They are the ones who are literally defining the terms of service for how we connect with each other, how we handle our money, and how we contribute to society. They're setting the entire playing field. I mean, just think about your online life for a minute. How do you find information? How do you connect with people in your town? For, well, almost all of us, the answer is Google. They give us this huge range of useful services, everything from search to maps, and by doing that, they're the ones writing the rulebook for how we navigate our digital world. And our money? Well, institutions like the Bank of Montreal, they've been controlling how our money flows for well over a century. They're the ones deciding the terms for our savings accounts, for our loans, basically for how we get to participate in the economy. That's a staggering amount of power over our lives. And then, of course, you've got the rules of being a citizen. Government agencies like Social Security and the IRS, they're the ones defining our responsibilities. They set the rules for what we owe, what we're supposed to get back, and exactly what we need to tell them and when. So, what do these incredibly powerful institutions say they're doing for us? You know, what's their official promise? Let's take a look at the mission statements and the public goals that they really want us to see. Okay, take CalPERS, for example. It's this massive retirement system for public employees in California. Their promise sounds great, right? It's clear, it's simple, it's reassuring. We're going to be accurate, and we're going to be on time. And that's really what we expect from all these places, that they'll just do their job reliably for our benefit. And they don't just tell us this with words. I mean, look at this. This is a banking hall from 1905. You've got the gold-plated details, the ceilings that go up forever. The architecture itself is designed to scream permanence and security. It's supposed to make you feel like your money is safe, that this place is a fortress of trust that's been standing for generations. And that promise goes way beyond just keeping things safe. You see BMO offering grants for women-led businesses that are making a social impact. You've got Google, whose whole goal is to provide a broad range of useful services. And you have the US government talking about a future with cost-effective, modern solutions for all of us. The message is all about empowerment and progress. But is that what's really happening? Because what happens when that shiny, official promise smashes headfirst into the real world? Well, for millions of people, the experience it's a nightmare. Let's look at the user reality. This is from a man named Lawrence. He's a veteran who relies on a debit card called Direct Express for his federal benefits. Instead of security, he faced a devastating loss, almost $6,000, just gone. And he says it's because of the company's neglect. That is a long way from the promise of a safe financial system. And it's not just about the money, you know? It's about basic human dignity. Rhonda was in a really tough spot, trying to sort out an issue for her brother who was incarcerated. But instead of getting help, she was met with pure rudeness, disrespect, and then one of the reps actually laughed at her and hung up. Can you even imagine how helpless that must feel? And this user, H, they point to something deeper, something systemic. ATM fees start piling up. And if you need to get a larger amount of cash from a bank teller, that costs a whopping fee of $10. So the very people who need every last dollar are the ones being forced to pay the most in fees. Okay, these stories are just infuriating. But how is this even possible? Well, the answer is buried in a place that almost none of us ever look. To find it, we have to do the one thing we're all trained not to do. We have to decode the fine print. You ready to dive in? So this is an actual clause from a bank's deposit agreement. That's the contract you sign. Let's just focus on the key phrases here. It says, you agree the bank won't be liable if you didn't use reasonable care, or if you didn't report a fraudulent transaction within 30 days. All of a sudden, the burden has been shifted and it's sitting squarely on your shoulders. And let's get a closer look at that word liability. This definition, which comes from Google's terms of service, is incredibly broad. It covers losses from pretty much any kind of legal claim, including their own negligence, whether the problem was foreseeable or not. In plain English, it's a legal shield designed to protect them, not you. It means even if it's their fault, they might not have to pay. So this is the huge gap between what we expect and what's actually in the rulebook. You think, my bank will protect my money. The reality? You have a 30-day window to catch fraud, or you could be on the hook for the whole thing. You think, hey, this service is free. The reality is, you're paying with your personal data and content. And what if you decide you have a real case and you want to take legal action? Take a look at this number. According to BMO's own agreement, any lawsuit you want to file about your account has to be filed no later than 1 year after the problem happened. That is a very, very short window to try and get justice. Okay, so the rules can definitely feel like they're stacked against you. But that does not mean you're powerless. Not at all. You just need the right tools to navigate these super complex systems. Ready to build your toolkit? Let's do it. First up, personal security. This is your first line of defense, and it's a big one. Use a firewall, cover the keypad when you enter your PIN, and this last one is so important, regularly monitor your accounts. Catching a problem early is absolutely critical. Second, you've got to know your responsibilities, because the rules flow both ways. For Social Security, for instance, you have to report any change in your income, your resources, or your living situation within 10 days after the end of the month it happens. If you don't want to get hit with penalties or have to pay back benefits, staying on top of this is frankly non-negotiable. But what if you do get into a dispute? It can feel like it's you against this giant, faceless machine. But you are not always alone. The IRS, of all places, actually has something called the Taxpayer Advocate Service. And get this, it's an independent organization inside the IRS whose entire job is to be your voice. They report directly to Congress, not to the head of the IRS. That means they are on your side. And here's the most crucial point of all. While these systems are complex and fine print is a total headache, you are not powerless. There are advocates, there are resources, and there are even rules designed to protect you, if you know that they exist and you know where to look. Knowledge really is power. Which leaves us with one final question to think about. Now that you know a little bit more about the rules of the game, what's your relationship with these powerful institutions? Are you a customer, a user, or a citizen? Or maybe, are you just a piece on their board? The answer might just depend on whether you know the rules.